Hey guys, welcome back to Recreation Week. For today's look, we're doing this look right here, which is inspired by Ezra Miller's makeup at the Met Gala 2019. This is a very optical illusion, trippy sort of a makeup. Obviously, this is not a tutorial, but I just wanted to switch things up and do something fun. So yes, if you want to know how I got this, then keep on watching. Starting off with my foundation already applied and set with powder, and next up I'm going to move on to an eyeshadow palette. I'm starting off with a neutral palette because I will be using a lot of colors from this one. Starting off with the brown, I'm going to start by mapping out the shape of the eye and where I want them to be. We are using eyeshadow because they're easier to remove, so if you use pencils they would be slightly more difficult to remove if you mess up, which you might as well if you are going to be attempting this look. So yes, I'm just placing where I want all of my eyes to be. There are 7 eyes, so place accordingly. And once that is done, I'm going to move on to a darker brown and I'm going to start shading. Now most of this shading will be covered up with something or the other, but the part of the shading will make the eye look more realistic if you were to just draw it on with a single line. So shade and just make sure that everything looks very seamless and very nice. Now I have lesser forehead space than Ezra, so that's why my eyes on my forehead are a little, mashed up. But I'm using a flat shader brush right now to diffuse the brown even more to ensure that my eyes look as natural as they can be possibly. Using a white foundation, I'm going to start filling in the whites of my eyes. Now you don't want this white to be supremely brightly white, as your eyes aren't bright white, but they're sort of like yellowy white, so you want to ensure that you have that color, and that's why I'm using a foundation, because it will get mixed up with the foundation underneath as well. So yeah, once I'm done with filling all of my eyes up, I'm going to ensure that the shape is as precise as I want it to be as well. So even if you messed up with the brown, you have a chance of salvation right now in perfecting the shape. You would get more chances, but don't worry about that. So I'm just perfecting the shape of my eyes right here, and then using a flesh tone pinky color, I'm going to make my tear duct as well as my waterline. Now these are very small details that you might feel like, how are they going to help? But when everything comes together, these are the things that will make your eye look more realistic. So yes, I'm just making the tear ducts and the waterline for all of the eyes. I'm also going to be making a white line on the waterline, just like that, because this will give off the reflection of waterline, as a waterline always has some of the other reflection because of the dampness. Going in with a black shadow, I'm going to be creating my lower lash line, like the smoky lower lash line. Ezra had a smoky lower lash line going on all of his eyes, real and fake, so that's what we are doing here as well. Again, I'm just smoking everything out. I did go back in with more shadow and smoking out shadow and more smoking out, just to ensure that it was where I wanted it to be by pigmentation wise. Using a black pen liner. Pen liner is important because it's easier to use. I'm going to be lining my top lash line for my fake eyes. I will be moving on to my real eyes soon, but right now I'm just doing my fake eyes, and then I'm also going to be making lashes. So we are just going to be going in very small but precise strokes, very thin strokes to make my lashes. Next up for my iris, I went in with brown because I do have very deep brown eyes and black wouldn't just cut it. But this pen liner wasn't really working for me. So I went ahead with a liquid liner from Nykaa and I started to just make my eye and fill it in as well, like the iris of the eye. And I'm just filling all of that in. You can of course adjust the color of the eye according to your own eye color. And this is what I look like. Creepy, I know. Then I'm also making the center of my eye with the black pen liner. This is very important because this just gives more dimension and more life to the eye rather than just making it look very, very fake. With the same white foundation, I'm also going to be making some reflections on my eye, because your eye again reflects. It always reflects. So I'm just making that. And then moving on to Wet n Wild Rose in the Air palette, I'm going to be picking up this beautiful pink shade. And on my real eyes, I'm going to be creating like a halo eye. So I'm just making dimension on my eyes. And then I'm also going to be doing the same thing on all of my fake eyes, just to again give them more dimension. Won't lie guys, this felt really weird and awkward. And then I'm going to go in with a deeper red and with a very light hand, like a very, very light hand, I'm just deepening up all of these dimensions, both on the real and fake eyes. To further elevate the dimension on my eye, I'm going to be taking a brown shade and I'm going to be creating a crease on my fake eyes, and I'm going to be blending it out so that it's not supremely visible, but still, you feel like there's something there. So we're just playing with shadow and light. And then comes the eyebrow part. I'm taking Kabrow by Benefit. I'm going to be creating fake eyebrows just like Ezra had. Now, because I have lesser forehead space, I wasn't able to create an eyebrow on my middle eye, like the single eye. I wasn't able to create a unibrow on top of that, but I did create all of the other eyebrows, and I'm just going in short strokes. So I'm just defining where I want my brow to be, and then I'm just going to be going in short strokes and trying to mimic my own eyebrow shape. It was really difficult. I might have sucked at this, but we still got there. Then I'm also filling in my natural real brows just to ensure that they're also precisely shaped and look nice and groomed. Moving on, I'm also lining my own eyes because I want to match them to the fake eyes. So yes, we're just lining up our eyes, and after that I'm also going to be smudging out black on my lower lash line to ensure that I have the similarities with the fake eyes. Using Wet n Wild's contouring palette, I'm going to be picking up the contouring shade, and with a very small brush I'm going to be contouring my cheekbones down to my jawline to get that really chiseled look that Ezra had going on. I will also be ensuring that I cut out my double chin because it needs to be cut out, so I'm contouring that right here. Next up, I'm taking mascara and I'll be applying it to my top and bottom lashes, both my original ones, because the fake ones, you can't really apply it there. And after that, I'm going to be taking fake lashes, a couple of them by pack, and I will be applying it to my real as well as fake eyes. It was really difficult. I thought it would be easier to apply, but it wasn't, and I just had to bend it together. You can see me fail right here a couple of times, but then I got a hang of it and I was able to apply it on my eye, and I just repeated that steps into 6 more times, and this is what we have here. And for the last step, I'm going to be taking a red lipstick, a blood red lipstick, and Ezra had really pointed lips. So I'm first taking a fine liner brush and I'm going to be making an outline of the lips. As you can see, really pointed lips. I'm going to be just lining them to know where my lipstick has to go, and once that is done, I'm just going to be filling my lips in with the lipstick so that it's all nice and complete. And yeah, that was it, very easy, simple, everyday tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this look and it was a little bit fun and different for you guys to watch as well. Do let me know if you'd like to see more crazy tutorials or more wearable tutorials or whatever tutorials actually you guys would like to see. I would love to do them for you guys. Tutorials are my first and my last love, and I will see you guys next time. Till then, take care. Mwah. Bye.